Hello Exhibit here and welcome back to another art video. In this video we'll be looking at the 8 prompts for the first week of the Monster March prompts. This week for me has been very busy, but I am delighted to show you the process of the 8 prompts that I posted not only on Instagram but also on my Twitter. So make sure to check both out, like them, and follow them as well. All links will be down in the description below. Now without further delay, let's check these drawings out. Day 1. Centaur. So starting this prompt I was already thrown into something new and somewhat scary since I've never drawn a centaur, let alone a horse. This was a difficult challenge for me, but I think with the right practices and references of horses, I personally think it came out nicely. I also wanted to start practicing my backgrounds, and so I decided to try it out on this drawing. Nothing too fancy was done for the coloring, just some good old cell shading. It was the first day after all. And with that, day 1 was completed. Day 2, Tiger. Tiger was a fun one because for this one I wanted to also practice my backgrounds a bit more. I wanted to see what I can add on the background that isn't necessarily just the background, and so I decided to make the lower half and the tail part of the background to see how it would work. I also decided to do soft cell shading for this drawing. Finishing this drawing was an experience for me for sure, since the idea I had came out looking nice. Day 3, Moth. For this one I wanted to take a relaxed approach and wanted to make a more chibi-esque drawing. The idea I had was to make a moth librarian, and I just went from there. I also wanted to make a basic colored background and nothing fancy like the last 2 days. Simple yet lovely. Day 4, Anubis. Anubis was a really fun one for me since I decided to make my Anubis monster girl into a rock gal. Mixing both of these concepts was actually fun and refreshing for me, as I had to look up references for both Egyptian themes and rock themes to mash them together. The Egyptian eye tattoo and the Egyptian shirt work really well with the rock vibe I wanted to go with. Day 5, Mandrake. This one was quite simple since the first thing that came to mind was the screaming Mandrake from Harry Potter, so I wanted to make it into a small fictional child crying with two small buddies next to her. For this one, I wanted to actually color the line art to see how it would turn out, and well, it turned out pretty wonderfully. I feel like with the colored line art, the Mandrake blends in more with the colors. Day 6, Moth. This one was by far the hardest one for me this week, not because of the drawing or coloring, but because the concept was so simple that I didn't know if it would turn out good or not. I did a background for this drawing as well and some soft cell shading. Concept wise, I wasn't 100% happy with it, but the colors make me feel a bit better about it. Day 7, Stheno. And for our Fakémon subscribers watching this today, we have one of the Gorgon sisters as a new mythical Pokemon for the Constellar region. Stheno is actually the eldest sister of 3, so I wanted her to be the first drawn. The Gorgons were said to be strong, beautiful, and their blood could also revive the dead in some stories. And so I decided to reflect this onto their secondary types. The first being poison for all 3 since they do have poisonous snakes as their hair. For the Stheno Fakémon, I wanted her to be a fighting type representing them being strong, but also because being the eldest sibling means you have to be strong in order to protect the younger siblings. That and the eldest ones tend to have most of the family pressure. Centaur, the belligerent Pokemon. The strongest of the 3 snake sisters, Centaur loves to fight. She was said to once lay waste to a small nation to test her own strength. After this incident, she was hunted down, but she was unable to be defeated. Instead, they trapped her in a deep cave in the Constellar region and put a seal on the stone door that now locks the cave as of today. Day 8. Ice Elemental. This drawing was by far my personal favorite. I spent so much time thinking about this drawing to the point of me sketching on top of the first sketch I did to add more, because it was too simple for me. For the coloring, I wanted to add all of the elements that I learned in the past week to see how it all mixed in, and I did the same for the background. And there she is, my pride and joy for the first week of the Monster March prompts. For those that have seen this far, I do want to thank you for watching. I had loads of fun for this first week of art prompt, and I can't wait for the next 2 weeks coming up. Don't forget, there is a rally going on where if you participate in at least 5 prompts, you get added 1 time to the rally. And if you want to push yourself to do all 31, then you get added 1 more time. All the rules will be in the description and in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to not only follow my Instagram and Twitter, but also follow Lady D Creations, since we are both part of the rally and are both doing the Monster March girl prompts for the months of March, May, October, and December. And before I head out, make sure to like, subscribe, share, but also comment down below and let me know what your favorite drawing out of these ones I made this week is your favorite, because I may even consider selling some as posters in the future. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next week for the second week of the Monster March Monster Girl art prompt. Bye!